this sounds like you. You could use some more money, but you'd rather stay home than go out and looking for another job. Lucky for you, I have the perfect solution for your problem, and that is user testing. Welcome back to Ange 2.0, where I show you how we can improve our lives one day at a time. Now, before we get started, I need to clarify two things. One, I am not sponsored by user testing. I am not getting compensated for this video whatsoever, and have been able to make some easy and consistent money with it. Okay, so now that we have that understanding, let's get into it. So let's start with what it is. User testing is when a person can test out websites, apps, services through an interactive interface. The tests that are offered to you will record your screen, whether it's your laptop screen or your mobile device screen, and also record audio from you as you are talking through what you think about that product. You're going to be given some scenarios, some questions, and you'll be asked to think aloud as you navigate through those scenarios. But in return, you will be compensated for each completed test that you take, and the money will be deposited into your PayPal account. Also, you have to be at least 18 years old to do user testing, so anybody 17 or younger, sorry, it's not your time yet. Aww. Now, there are some major mistakes that you can make while using user testing, so you're gonna wanna stick around until the end of this video so that you can avoid those mistakes. Okay, so let's continue. So why does this app even exist? If you think about it, there are a lot of businesses and companies out there, right? And they go through a process where they come up with an idea, with a product, with a service, and it's not enough just to have that idea or product. They have to test it out first, right? They want to get some trials out there before making it official, and that's where we come in. They want normal, everyday people like you and me to test out these things. They don't necessarily want experts testing this out because they want to know how the everyday user would go about using this. It's much more realistic feedback to them, and that's more useful. This gives them invaluable data that could potentially save them a lot of money in the end. So essentially, it's a win-win. They get the feedback from us, and in return, we get some extra money in our bank account. If this is sounding good to you, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. This will allow me to share this with anybody else who is struggling with money right now, who might need some extra cash in their pocket, and it will also allow you to be notified of future videos where I can show you other ways that you can make some extra money on the side and improve your overall life. Thanks, friend. Now, how does it work? So you, as the tester, sign up for user testing. It's completely free and it's very simple to sign up. Let me show you how. When you go to usertesting.com, you're going to notice in the corner it says get paid to test. You're going to enter your email address to start, click the little box, and then get started. You're going to see a little disclaimer saying that it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to sign up from the beginning to end, which isn't a whole lot of time, and that you're going to get paid through PayPal. And of course, that you have to be 18 years old or older. So this is where you are filling out your personal information. And then once you're finished with that, you're going to click continue. And you're going to be presented with the following steps to set up your account. You'll see there are 4 different tasks. The practice test is the first one, which takes about 7 minutes. And that's what I was talking about in regards to thinking out loud during that practice test and then assessing how well you are at doing that and giving verbal feedback. Once you're accepted and finally have tests that are coming through to you, you're going to see a list of them at times, and this is an example of one of them. So they'll give you a scenario, and this is a set of screener questions. So this isn't the actual test. As you can see in the corner, there are 11 questions total that you need to answer first. These screener questions don't take a lot of time to do. You're just kind of reading and then selecting what applies to you. If you're not eligible, it will let you know right away, sorry, this didn't work out for you. But you can keep scrolling through and eventually you will get some that work for you, I promise. You'll also notice that at the bottom, there are some that say you need to log in through the app on your iPhone or mobile device so you can take the test there. So that's where you would download the app and take those tests there. So after you're done creating the site and going through that whole initial process, bookmark that site. That will allow you to have easy access to the tests, and all you have to do is open up user testing and just leave it open. Go about your business. Anytime there's a test that comes up, you'll hear a ding on your laptop, and that tells you there's a new test for you. It might be one test, it might be 30 or more. You never know. So overall, let's think about all the good things that can come from this app. Number one, it is super easy to use. Also, the more tests you do, the more tests that will be offered to you. The better feedback you give, the companies see that, and on their end, they're able to rate you on how well you were able to provide feedback. Also, payout for this is relatively quick. Once you've completed a test, it's typically about 7 days when you get that money deposited into your PayPal account. And also, you get to keep all the money. Personally, I think the best thing about this app is that you can do as many or as few tests as your little heart desires and on your own time. Now, here are the mistakes that you need to avoid when you're using user testing. Number one is thinking that you're going to be eligible for every single test that they offer. I'm going to be very honest, and you're not going to be eligible for each one. You might take the screener questions and you'll see it didn't work out, ineligible, ineligible. That's fine, it's all part of the process. There are a ton of tests that are going to become available to you. You just have to kind of sift through them all. The second big mistake is not thinking aloud enough as you're taking the test. Now remember, that is the main purpose of doing this, is not only to show what you're doing and how you're interacting with the website or the product, but you're also verbally saying what's on your mind, and that's what is valuable to them. If there's a moment where you're not speaking enough during the test, you'll get a little notification on your screen that says, don't forget to think aloud. That's just kind of your reminder. And one suggestion I would have for you when that comes up is remember to just read the questions aloud. They're going to present you with a scenario or a question. I would say read that question or scenario aloud and then just think about what's coming to your mind and just keep it non-stop. The last mistake people make when using user testing is expecting that they're going to be able to quit their 9-to-5 job. Unfortunately, that is not realistic. Now, while you can make a good amount of money doing user testing, you can't expect to be eligible for all the tests. However, that being said, if you keep the tab open, you are making yourself available for more tests. You could potentially be earning $30 to $40 an hour, depending on the time of day. It really is trial and error, but you'll start to notice certain times of the day when there are more tests. I would say this app is great for just some extra side money. If you think about it, if you do one test a day for a whole month, that's at least $300 right there. Think about what you could do with that money. That could be going to some groceries. That could be going just to having a little bit of fun on the side. Also, 3 more things. Number 1, what questions do you have about this app? Go ahead and put them in the chat and I will try to clarify any questions that you might still have. Number 2, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you found any of this valuable or helpful. And lastly, if you're interested to see how much I made after a month of using user testing, go ahead and check out the next video where I go through all of it and show you exactly how much it has helped me. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, when it comes to changing our lives for the better, it is never too late to start. See you in the next video.